Hi you guys. Took me a really long time to come down here today. Ducky just walked off that way. Today, this bald eagle that I'm gonna see if I can kind of show you where he's at. He landed on that one actually. Wrong perch. So that's over at the boating ramp. Over at the boating center. Where's my finger? He's right there. You guys can see him. I believe this is the same bald eagle I saw this morning earlier. He just landed there it's right behind the tracks. That might be the boating ramp itself. Or actually that might be that little floating log out there that's in the water. That might not be the ramp. Anyway, a bunch of seagulls just left that they're over there. But they didn't have too many problems. And then since I'm already zoomed in, we have where did the blue heron? Did the blue heron just fly off? No, he's still there. He's right there. He's where you can't see him very well anymore now. He was over here. And now he's walked all the way over here. So he's here today. And then I fed, as far as me feeding I fed a ringbill and Candace and a baby. The baby came up to me pretty close this time because the babies weren't eating in front of me before for a while. Anyway, what I was going to say about the eagle is that this morning I was feeding the seagulls and he came and he slowed way down and was looking, and he literally had his head down looking at us. And he freaked Mr. and Seagull out. And he was like slowed way down while I was feeding them, like right over us. And then he went and landed on the tree that's behind the Orca building. Like if you're across the intersection and you're looking at the Orca building and there's a tall tree, really, really, really tall. The crows used to be in that tree, and these eagles keep on going everywhere where the crows' trees are. For a while there, the crows used to live in these trees, and the eagles started going in there and taking that away from them. And they just keep on, yeah. Anyway, but he has been doing this every few days or so, where he's going by me really slow while I'm feeding the seagulls, or right around that time, and he keeps freaking out all the seagulls that are living up there, that are year-long residents. And then he disappears, and when I come back down here, now he just flew by me and went and landed over there. I'm hoping he's not doing anything to any seagulls while they're sleeping or anything, but I have seen him a few times. One of the babies is sitting here. I have seen him a few times act like he was diving for something, or landing on something that was not as tall, like on 13th-ish, or right behind 13th or something. And I was kind of wondering if he was going after somebody's pet, because I was really hoping he's not going after one of the seagulls, because I know that some seagulls had been up there. So that's kind of going on with the eagle. Then we got the Alaskan fairies here this morning, it looks like. We have the Alaskan fairy here. And we have almost no ducks left. There's not very many mallards here. By the time I get down, and I know there's been a bunch of ducks leaving. I've seen them flying as soon as the sun comes up. I've seen them flying that way. Probably because of the eagle. But I've been worried about people's dogs and stuff running them off, because it seems like something's running them off. And then, or at least a few times it sounded like it. And then there's no geese right now. I don't know if most of them have gone through now. I can hear a second eagle. I don't think that's the eagle over there that I'm hearing. He's over here somewhere. He's over there somewhere. Where is he? There's an eagle somewhere over there too. It kind of sounded like they were flying, but I don't see them. They might be different eagles too, I'm not sure. I was thinking this one over here would probably be the same one that was up the hill this morning. Yeah, so that's all, I guess. There's no thing that tells me how long I've been live. I'm not sure what I'm doing today. Is that the kingfisher? I don't know if I can get him. Yep, he's gonna dive. He's gonna dive. No, he's not diving. The kingfisher's here. We have one. He's swooping around the blue heron a bunch. So I'm gonna go, I guess. I've been trying to figure out what they might be diving for, though, over by 13th. I'm a little bit, I don't know. What else? I have my stuff here. This is what I'm carrying right now. Baby, would you like to chirp for the camera? Baby. We finished the box of Cheerios. It took, I think this is the third morning. And we went through a family-sized box of Cheerios in 3 mornings this time. And it usually takes like a week and a half with a lot more animals. So I've been dishing those out a lot. That was pretty expensive too. That was a $5 box. I usually don't spend that much on that. Other than that, what was going on with me yesterday? I can't remember. I can't freaking remember. There was something. It was rainy. I was getting pretty freaking wet, and my backpack was getting soaked through. And that thing was kind of not completely keeping shit dry. That's my sleeping bag in that one. And where is she? I can absolutely hear her up. I can hear. She's over there. I don't know where she's at. She's got to be in a tree right now. It sounded like she was still flying. Here comes another bird. I wonder if, no, that's not, that one over there is not Candace. Who is this right here? That is Candace kicking the baby off. This is Candace. Hi, Candace. Here's Candace. Good morning, Candace. Candace is doing pretty well. She's getting closer to me and she's responding to me, but she's not coming up to me. She's responding to me probably about 2/3 of the time right now. The last 2 days. And she's been a good bird. You're such a good bird, Candace. He's such a good bird. Oh, I'm doing that wrong. He's such a good bird. We'll always be friends. Oh, Candace. So, I know there was more as far as like what was going on. I was supposed to do that 1077. There's some weird crap going on. I think that I still am not able to understand phone calls. And somebody called me and there was something where I said I would take like 3 cans of tuna from somebody and I didn't understand who they were. And we were on the phone. And this is the Amtrak. Look how shitty this Amtrak looks. Anyway, it's all dirty. But it works. And it's cheap. The eagle is still sitting there. He's just chilling. He's chilling. So yeah. There was a phone call and I didn't understand what they were saying or who they were talking about. And for some reason I couldn't listen. I'm having like a serious problem with being able to talk on the phone with people and actually follow a conversation on the phone. I have never had any problems like that in my life. And I think that I've been thinking about it a lot, and I think that the city caused me brain damage. And they might have put me on some sort of psych med that actually permanently damaged my brain. I think that they hid what they were doing so that they don't get in trouble. But I think that was part of why I was going unconscious all the goddamn time. Like, way worse than I am now. But I also kind of think that I've been electrocuted also. But I really do think that they fucking drugged me with some sort of psych drug. Without any reason to. Like, they wouldn't have been seeing any symptoms. There wasn't anything going on. And then when I called the lawyer's office and they said, oh, we want to reschedule your 1077 if you aren't going to meet in the lawyer office because Their lawyer office looks really fucking dangerous. Like, it is dangerous. And when I could hear their conversation when I went in, like a year ago, to try to get in there, you could hear them talking, and it sounded like they had plans to do stuff to me in that office, when it was all over. And so I think that it didn't matter what I did during this whole entire year, because they already had this in the plans. They already planned this. They already planned it out. They already knew that what they were doing. They already knew they were going to be making me go unconscious a bunch and stealing out of my accounts and doing whatever the fuck they're doing. And they already knew that they weren't going to act like lawyers, that they weren't going to allow me to have any legal rights or human rights, for that matter. So it was too dangerous to do the 1077 there. Like, way too fucking dangerous. And it's too dangerous to do it in the courthouse. I already told him it's too dangerous to do it in the courthouse. So, I'm not, like, Hi, Candace. What's going on, Candace? We're out of Cheerios. Do you want me to look for some other food? Poor Candace. There's just, yeah, it's too dangerous, so I can't do it. It doesn't matter, it doesn't matter if they tell you that you're gonna be in trouble if you don't. Like, these people are fucking so dangerous, you don't even know you're gonna die going into their shit. That's how fucking dangerous they are. They are psycho. They could literally turn me into a fucking vegetable with their fucking psych drugs, because they goddamn know that I don't have schizophrenia or schizoaffective or this other shit, and they already fucking know it, and they don't fucking care if they turn people into vegetables. They don't fucking care. So they're too dangerous to be around, and they're too dangerous to be around in that kind of setting. It's like if you were supposed to meet a fucking child molester in some office with no windows and no way out, and in with you're supposed to bring your kid in, like you would go. You wouldn't fucking go. Because these people they have no ability, they have no ability to be human beings. They have absolutely zero ability to be human beings. And that's not something that anybody should have to fucking deal with. There's 2 Amtraks. This one's carrying Amtrak cars, but it's a locomotive. It's that type, and it's carrying Amtrak cars. Just 2. That's interesting. So I'm gonna go. Thank you for watching. Candace? I love you, Candace. Bye, you guys.